CoinPicker.us here to all you crypto YouTubers out there. I thought this picture represented the status we're in right now in the crypto market. And today what I'm going to cover very quickly is the good news about where the crypto is going to be heading, two very significant threats we have to overcome. And maybe some of you out there have some news that I don't. I researched, I couldn't find it. But other than that, we have a trend in place that runs counter to the rest of the financial markets that is suggesting something whopper in the near term that you'll want to stay tuned for really quickly. But this is what I thought represented exactly what the outlook is right now. If we take a look at BTC on a weekly basis, it is powering up. It hasn't crossed over into positive territory, but it is trending in that direction. And we are setting up for a decent reversal on the stochastic RSI. On the daily basis, it's not really all that much different as I recall. In fact, it's better. We're trending up to capture the moving 20-day average. Balance of power is massively in the favor. We're just about to cross into power, into a really nice position of an uptrend in CCI. And stochastic is confirming, EFI is confirming. So it really looks like a positive setup. And if you've been following my email reports, which I encourage you to sign up for at coinpicker.us, you knew about this because a couple of days ago, it was Tuesday was my last report. I just sent one out just a moment ago, but I said the rally has done okay right now. It's going to continue up, and it did. It ramped up from 350 from when I sent out the email all the way up to 400 billion, and Bitcoin did very well. Also, I noted something really key is that Ethereum is not as strong as BTC right now, and I said that it would continue to lose relative strength because what the market is sniffing is that, yes, it's definitely, look at that on a daily basis. Now, we are getting a little bit of balance of power to steady out here. We are also setting up for a bit of a reversal, but basically it looks like Ethereum is just going to trend evenly. That's what EFI is saying. The balance of power is still in the seller's mode, but it's trending towards buyers. CCI, we are heading towards sellers. So it's either trending to down for Ethereum relative to BTC. This is exactly what I've been saying for a little while now. I said there's definitely a trend change. But what that means is it's fairly safe to take positions now if you want to. It's fairly safe to take positions, and you'll probably see a run up because that's what BTC looks like it wants to do, and based on my analysis. Now here's what I want to get at. That's the huge trend. Huge trend. Look at all this red. Look at all this red in major stock markets, okay? And if you've been following my work at all, you knew that I called this basically to the day. When NASDAQ was at 74.60, I said, I have a prediction that in this very short order, NASDAQ is going to be dropping, and it's dropped over, well, basically 500 points at this point. I'm not the only one that made that prediction, but a lot of people weren't being as specific as I was. And the reason I brought that up was because when I predicted, I said the cryptos are going to be falling along with it. Now something miraculous and beautiful is happening. And that's what I want to talk about here. We're getting significant downward trends in everything except our beloved crypto market. Oh, do I have it up here or do I not have it up here? I don't have it up here. All right, let's just go to CoinMarketCap right now. Of course, it could have reversed course right away as I said this, but it doesn't look like it. Let's see where we're at on CoinMarketCap. It is taking its own time, but basically, short of a nosedive, which I don't see right away at BTC, I don't see a nosedive. The crypto market is actually slightly reversing upwards. Okay, what this means, everybody, is monster because it's showing that there's a segment of the population that is looking at cryptos as a better opportunity than the stock market as the stock market caves in. Now, I'm not saying it's a definitive trend yet. I have to do some more work on it. But the stock market has a date with a moving average hundreds of points lower in every index. Dramatic drop down. The US dollar index has also been dropping, which is short-term issue. Basically, it popped up for a little bit, now it's dropping. It has a date with a far lower level. And that could mean we get a rush of people into cryptos who are perceiving it as sort of the anti-dollar. I talked about this on my last video. that trend is holding. I brought it up the other video. I don't know if anybody else is talking about this on YouTube. Please comment below. Let me know. Also, A, if you're finding value in this, subscribe and click the like button. But B, if anybody else is analyzing it this way, because this is going to give us an indicator in the future of how high things are going to go and how dramatically it's going to happen and when. Because the stock market indexes and the indices and the U.S. dollar, there's a lot of data to predict those. And if you've been doing it a while, you have a pretty good idea of when the market is way too high and is about to drop. Just as I said, I called it publicly. And I think that it looks like the cryptos are actually looking as somewhat of a safe place, which is a little hard to believe, but there's an aspect of that going on, because here's why. The cryptos are not claiming that, there's something backing them. They're merely a network and a tool to use, and they function and they're open. Whereas currencies and bonds and companies are claiming that there's an awful lot backing them, when in fact some of that's being revealed to be not as valid. In the stock market, I wouldn't agree, but in bonds and currency, definitely. Now, on to something else that's really important that I wanted to bring up. What are our threats? Our big threat is right now Binance. Binance is having big issues. Due to unforeseen slowdown in the speed of our data sync, we're now estimating. So they're saying it could resume tomorrow. It better resume tomorrow. Otherwise, the market is going to get spooked. Big issue. The other one is Bitfinex and Tether. Some of you out there may have more news than I do about it. I've just got what I've seen here. But the bottom line is, if something is announced and something happens to Tether and to Bitfinex, along with what's going on with Binance, the crypto market could have a very hard crash landing. As it is, I'm somewhat shocked how well it's doing with Binance tied up. But that's the state of the situation right now. Short term, BTC is not showing over bought. It looks like it still has room to roll. It's not being impacted the downward trend of the market. In fact, if anything, it's moving reverse, which indicates that there's a more potential in the future. Because I got news for you. I do not think that the stock market is going to be rising dramatically anytime soon. I think it put in a high for a period of time. It could do it later this year, but I'm not banking on that either, which means that if there's more downside and the crypto market's moving opposite, because people are perceiving it as some safety area or outside of the financial system, which is true to a large extent, we've got a very nice ride ahead in the near term. Let me see what else there is. Also, for any of you who are on my emailing list or even on YouTube, let me know what kind of analysis you would like to see. Do you want to see some research into ICOs? Do you want to see more of this, where I show you the premium analysis section? This is beautiful. This is exactly what I was talking about. Look at this. This is just updated. This updates automatically, and it's not available anywhere else as far as I know, where I'm tracking the total market cap of the cryptocurrency market. And when this line crosses over that line, I know I've got a serious downtrend, or even as this crests. As it stands right now, Bitcoin is just showing more and more strength, and this line's not in any danger of crossing over. So it's exactly what I said. And the bottom line on it is that this is a unique indicator, and I have a couple of other unique indicators that I can make available. But this is the premium analysis, and I just want to find out if the viewers want more analysis like I'm doing currently, where I review what Bitcoin is doing, where the market's heading in the next couple of days, next couple of weeks, cover some of the news, or do you like me to go into more premium analysis indicators? And this is going to be restricted at some point, but I could do maybe a brief overview. Or do you want ICOs, or do you want specific coins? If you would, just let me know in the comment below, and I will cover it. Also, the last thing is, are you finding the relationship that I'm making between the normal old financial world as it is and the crypto world? Do you find that useful to you? For me, it's totally useful. I need it for trading, but maybe out there you have a different opinion. So I'd really appreciate the comments. Again, go to coinpicker.us to subscribe. You'll see the link below. Click the subscribe button and click the like button, and I will talk to you tomorrow.